Your co-host, Cy, you know what it is.
Excited.
And Maz, you saying? Maz. No, I'm joking.
We love you,
Maz
Maz.
gonna be back next week. We guess. You know what I'm saying? We hope. We hoping. We hoping.
He will be.
In the meantime, in between time cat.
And today's Taste of Time Cat is simply a peace of mind eases time. When you have inner peace, you can accomplish so much more so easily. So don't let nothing and no one steal your joy. Live blissful. I love you.
Platforum, baby. Yeah.
What you know about Plat? The forum is the format. It's MAZ and Tomcat. Who cares who came before that? You should trust me, it's official. Don't just take the flow for granted. We discuss important issues, plus promoting local talent. We three hosts that make the topics flow. Click the link and watch the show. Listen while you're driving home, but don't forget to watch the road. Folks from different walks of life. Gangsters, politicians, single mothers, or musicians. It's important that we listen.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Platforum. Y'all know who it is. It's your man, Cy. Got the beautiful. Go say it.
Too sweet Tomcat. Hi.
And apparently, I don't know, MAZ, Maz, he was up partying late or something. I don't know. I know I called to ask him about the show. He called me Dolores. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with all that. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let him get himself together. You know what I mean? He'll be back next week.
He'll be back next week.
You know what I'm saying?
And our wonderful today's special guest is Martell Collins of Collins Vending Company.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Come on now.
Thank
you.
Thanks for coming.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, handsome.
Appreciate it.
So tell us something about you. Where you from?
From Detroit, Michigan.
What's that?
Born and raised Eastside.
Oh, okay.
Right by Denby High School.
Okay.
Grew up on the street called Young.
Okay.
Grew up over there 15 years, and hey, that was the neighborhood. Still visit every once in a while.
Okay, you got to do that.
Yeah.
Can't forget where you come from.
No, never. Just that area taught me a lot about myself.
Okay.
So I never forget it.
My man.
Okay.
Like I said, man, when I met you, man, I'm like, I don't know that, because you had a vending machine business and everything. I expected to see, an older gentleman. You know what I'm saying? My man getting that bag. Like,
I think that if we can start early, at an early age, we could retire early as well.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
My thing about the vending machine company is what income can I bring that's passive but doesn't have too much work to put into it.
Right.
It makes its own profit.
Exactly.
Easy money.
Easy money.
Well, one thing that we had researched and learned about you is that you are also a pastor.
An elder. Almost a pastor.
Almost a pastor.
Almost a pastor.
Elder.
Yes, elder. Right up under a pastor.
And how old were you when you saw, yourself going down that path?
About the age of 11. About the age of 11 is when my mama introduced me into church, we should say.
Okay.
And I think by the time I was 14, 15, it really hit me like, all right, this is something I enjoy. This is something I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. But I think over time I got swayed back and forth. And then I say about 6 years ago, I became serious again. I was like, all right, let's pursue it. Let's push it. Mm-hmm. And now we're here.
And what was it, something that happened or an event or just life in general, knowing that a higher power is the reason why you still able to, get up every day? Do you have like one key point that led you back to it?
I believe that your calling on your life is so strong that eventually you can run, but you have to come back.
Okay.
And
makes sense.
And more than anything, the only thing that got me off of track was church hurt.
Church hurt.
And it's something that we don't like to speak about as church people.
Explain it to our viewers.
Please.
Church hurts you bad in a way because you don't expect it from people that's in the church. Because you come to church because you're looking for guidance, you're looking for God, you're looking for love. But it hurt more when someone that's in the church began to hurt you. So that's what happened with me by the age of 19, 20. Okay. And I left the church. And the only way I knew how to survive was the streets at that moment. Because if the streets hurt me, I could hurt you back. But if you hurt me in the church, how can I hurt you?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Because even if I touch you physically, God's still going to get me. So that's what pushed me away. But then eventually I said I can't allow one incident to deter what God called me to be and do.
Exactly.
So eventually I got back into it.
Okay.
And then, hey, we've been rocking and rolling ever since.
Okay. What church do you belong to?
Worship and Word Family Center.
And where is that?
Off of 8 Mile and John Nar. My pastor is Pastor Douglas' neighbor, the third.
Okay. Great. Great.
That's dope,
I
man.
see a ring.
Yes.
I see a
I
ring.
am married. I've been married for going on, 6 years?
6 years.
6 years.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 31. I'll be 32 in July.
Oh, show out. Show out.
What's up?
Show
Yes.
out. And is you ready to be a pastor and have a first lady?
I am.
Do you see that in your
Hey,
future?
I am. Now I am.
Okay.
At first I wasn't.
Okay.
And I'll explain why. A lot of times we push people to the forefront because they're gifted, but they still have their own problems. And what we do is we push them so far because I could preach a good message, but is everything inside of me the right way before I become your pastor?
Are you living the message?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
And that's the biggest thing in church. We push the agenda so hard because we feel like it's easy. You know, because hey, you could preach, you could sing, you could do this and do that. Go to the forefront, but my spirit not right yet.
Right.
So before I could go to that next level, let me be all the way right on with God first, and then make sure me and my wife, on one mind and accord getting there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope, man. Hey, man, tell me some. Well, first, let's talk about your business, man.
Okay. The business started last year. What happened was I was at a plant called Detroit Diesel, and the plant to me is great as far as money and benefits, but it take a lot of your own personal time.
Absolutely.
So yes, you make money. Yes, you have great benefits to support you, your wife, and your kids. But you fail to realize that the time that it takes away from them and for your own personal time. So I said, what can I do to bring me some income enough to support my family, but at the same time have time for them? So I was sitting at home, and one day it came up, and I said, let me check into it. And before I know it, I got into it, got a couple of vending machines, and got a couple of beauty salons now, and recording studio, things like that. So it's starting to roll. God is blessing.
Man, come on.
God is blessing.
God is real,
Hey, leap
man.
of faith will take you there. Leap of faith will take you there.
See, man, for all y'all wondering how to do this and how to do that, man, my man ain't
Just
just sit on
do
the
it.
couch. He already had a good job. He said that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? So you
leap-
can't do that.
Leap of faith.
My man.
But faith without works is dead. Now, I do want to say that. I do want to say that because we as preachers and church people, we love to say faith, faith, faith. But if you don't put no work behind that, you can't expect it to work.
Because it's
Plain
not
and
going to
simple.
come knock at the door.
Not at all.
It's not going to come knock at the door.
Not at all.
Now, also read about you are into health and fitness. So I
am.
had a question as far as the vending machines because I see, vending machines, and some of them are getting into the healthier snacks. I mean, and the ones that have like hot and cold food, they are even getting into the healthier snacks. I seen that Skinny Pop in the vending machine. And I like Skinny Pop. I'm a big girl, but I love Skinny Pop. That's my
Skinny
go-to.
Pop is good.
But do you see it becoming bigger as far as get the healthier snacks? Do you sell more with the healthier snacks or just our regular junk food snacks?
I honestly believe it depends on the client. And
Makes sense.
it depends where it's at. If it's where Jim was at, you want your more healthier snacks. If it's where a barbershop at, they really not trying to be healthy at that moment.
At that moment.
But what I do a mixture of both.
Right.
That way, just in case someone comes inside the barbershop
Because
and they
strangers get their haircut.
and they don't want to eat, the hot Cheetos, the Snickers, and this and that, then you go with the Skinny Pop chips, the popcorn. Then you go with the bars that's protein. Then you do your peanuts and things like that that they can have inside of the vending machine as well.
Do you do hot and cold foods?
I don't do hot and cold food yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm willing to get into it if it's the right client.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you spend a lot more money for the vending machines and the product, and you have to make sure you make a profit off
You
of
have
that.
to make
No
sure
doubt.
that
No doubt.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
All right, man. You're in the health and fitness, man. Like, what kind of tips you got, man? Like, what's your regimen, man?
Man, I don't eat seasoned salt. I don't do I do potassium salt. I stay away from a lot of sugars.
Okay.
And I only eat 2 full-course meals per day.
Okay.
So instead of having a 3 and then a snack and this and that, I do 1 in the morning, 1 at night. And I might eat like a protein bar or something like that in the middle of me working out to keep me going. But I try to just stay away from the fast food.
Okay.
And, and I work out 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
All right.
That's running or the bike, push-ups, sit-ups, dumbbells, and I keep it going.
My man.
Keep it going.
How do, and I ask this because all of the people that work out that I know, sometimes it's just their problem. Hunger suppression. Hunger suppression. Me, I've lost like 23 pounds in the past couple of months.
Come on now.
But the way that I was doing it is like I stopped eating real late.
Okay.
I stopped eating and not doing anything. Like if I eat, I'm not gonna just sit there. I eat at a time where I know I'm gonna get up and have to move around. But when I don't, like from 7 o'clock until sometimes I don't go to bed until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm starving.
Well, I
can only drink so much water.
I don't believe you starve yourself. I believe everything has to be done in moderation, and I also believe that you have to watch what you eat. So I don't believe you starve yourself, but if you cook chicken, bake it.
Right, and I don't eat a lot of fried food.
Bake it, do your vegetables, get your little mashed potatoes or rice in there, something like that, and keep it going. You don't have to starve yourself.
So what do I do from 7 till when I go to bed?
Eat you a plate of dinner, I just said. Make you a plate.
But I'm sitting down. Like once I get home, I get
So
off
you
work
don't
at
want to
3:30.
cook at that moment?
No, I cook every day. I have to.
Uh-huh.
Because my kids will put me on my own porch.
Okay.
But I'm not going to eat that late and lay in the bed. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm gone. When I get home, I cook, I take my shower, I might read a little bit.
Okay, you know what we could do?
Then I'm laying down.
We could do a shake.
Laying down.
Let's do a shake protein.
Okay.
Let's do that. Get you a shake.
I just
you
want
can
to
put your fruits in there and this and that.
Just eating and laying down.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You don't want that.
So I need that supplement because I be starving from 7 to 1, 1:30.
I don't believe in a whole lot of late night eating anyway, man.
Right.
See, I used to do that.
Yeah. That's part of the problem.
That's why I said get a blender. Gonna get you some fruits and stuff.
2 blenders.
Gonna mix it up, pour it in there, your cup, and drink that. You'll be surprised what a healthy shake will do for you.
And I love smoothies.
Yeah.
I drink tropical. Shout out to tropical smoothies.
Hey,
Come on now, y'all know
I
about
drink
that.
tropical smoothie like 3 times a week every week.
Yeah.
Every week. Sometimes that's my lunch. Because if I get a smoothie, I'm full.
Well, the same way we go to them and pay them, we could do it at home too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right when I'm at work.
Yeah, but when you go home from 7 to 1, then make your shake and you good to go.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? You have a set time where you stop eating and you
That's
just
true.
be starving the rest of the day.
That's what's up. And I noticed too, man. Me and my cousin was chopping up about it. Like we just talking about sugar, man. You know what I'm saying? He a snack head, man.
Yeah.
Too, you know what I'm saying? We had it bad. Man, I let sugar like damn to go completely almost, man. And I saw the difference.
You can see the difference in you though.
Well, thank you.
Quick.
I can't see it. You know
Quick,
what I'm saying?
I can. You wouldn't be. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's you.
yeah, it's me. You know what I'm saying?
I think sometimes we as African Americans, we don't understand how much sugar we bring into our own body.
Yeah.
Like Frosted Flakes, I love Frosted Flakes.
Right.
But if you really look at how much sugar it is,
Ooh, Lord.
it kills you.
You
So
see
what
an
I
example
did
of it.
was I took 2 months off of Frosted Flakes to see if I could actually do it.
Yeah.
And I put honey roasted oats or honey bunches of oats
Okay.
in there
Okay.
instead of Frosted Flakes, and I was fine.
But it's good.
It's
The honey
good
bunches of
without
oats
the
is good.
sugar,
Well, I
without
do-
the sugar,
I was
and you're
doing
good to go.
I was doing like the little raisin bran crunch or whatever,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
something,
yeah.
not sugar crazy like
But
Cap'n
still,
Crunch or something.
still give you a little taste.
Come on, you want
Give
to
you a
taste
little
something?
taste. Yeah.
Hey, man,
But I like frosted shredded wheat.
Well, I'm gonna
Like
leave that to
Frosted
you.
Mini Wheats?
Yeah, they good. If you like them.
Yeah. If you like them, I think.
But you know, with the comparison of the sugar, even to Raisin Bran Crunch.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the sugar. I'm talking about the wheat. Okay, you got to be a sickie to like that. That is sick.
No, but that's the frosted. No, I wouldn't eat the plain ones. Kill me now.
No.
I wouldn't
We
eat
can't do that. We can't do
But
it.
I
We can't
love
do
the
it.
frosted ones.
No, I
All
agree.
day long.
I agree.
All day
Man, I know we
long.
probably pressed the time. Right quick,
Oh,
man.
no, you good.
From going forward, man, what's your career goals from here, man? Like, where do you see yourself going from where you are now, man?
I do see my business growing.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to get to a point where I have 20, 25 employees.
Okay.
And we have vending machines all around Michigan and the Midwest. My best friend lives in Ohio, so he's starting there.
Okay.
So we going to branch out there.
Good deal.
And then as far as ministry-wise, I see myself, if 5 years from now, I'll be pastoring. I believe that.
Hey.
No
I believe me
doubt,
and
no
my
doubt.
wife will be on that level, ready to take the next step to go there.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be in His time.
Mm-hmm.
That I won't move unless God tells me to move.
Hey.
Because if you move too early, you fall flat on your face.
Mm-hmm.
And you move too late, you miss your window.
There you go.
So I think a lot of times we as preachers have to realize what your window is. And you have to make sure.
Can you repeat that one more time?
As a preacher, and I want to say this because we as African American preachers, we get pushed out so fast. Make sure you don't go too fast, but then don't run too slow. Make sure you hit your window.
Hey, right.
You have to.
I love it.
And make sure if you have a significant other, y'all on that same level before you take that step.
Right.
That's something I really want to say because me and my wife went through something last year.
Mm-hmm.
And when we went through something, it brought out hurt, pain, and brokenness. And when it brought brokenness, I was this way, she was that way.
Right.
But God brought it back together, and it's stronger as ever now.
Okay.
But if I was pastoring and that happened, I could lose members, I could lose my church, and more than anything, I could lose my wife.
Right, most important.
That's why you have to make sure everything is on that level before you go to the next level.
Okay. Okay. Hey man, hey bro, it was good to meet you.
Hey man, I appreciate you. I
Thank
appreciate
you
you.
so much.
Thank
Such
you.
an inspirational
Thank you.
young brother.
Thank you.
This is he is at the epitome of what we talked about last week, preserving the black family.
Yes, yes.
And
Yes, you have to.
Once again, this has been a wonderful, wonderful platform show. We love you guys. Peace out.
Platform, man. Holla at y'all.
All right.
All right.